In a news package tonight, State Governor inspects facilities at the Bomb Power Plant in Ikorobasi. 6 complete audit reports from management. Salvation Army Corps. Governor Moino commiserates with church family members of recent auto crash. Pastor Moino unfolds plans for growth of small-scale businesses in Akwa Ibom. As Nigeria Army marks 160 years of existence, 2 Brigade Uyo conducts public speaking meeting with students. We have details of this and other stories in a moment. A very good evening to you. Good to have you join us on our news tonight. My name is Juliet Richard. To drive home the rise agenda of the present administration, the state governor, Pastor Moino, has announced plans for a business school that will train and develop small and medium-scale businesses in the state. The governor made the announcement at the All Nations Christian Ministry International, where he worshipped on the first Sunday in the month of July. Patience John completes the story.
The business school, according to the governor, will help Akwa Ibom people who are already in business to attract grants from the state government to grow their businesses, while giving opportunity to those who are yet to have a source of living to do so. The governor assured that his administration will budget funds to strengthen small businesses and called on the people to disabuse their minds from political appointment, which he noted cannot be enough for everyone.
If a man keeps giving you money every day, you keep looking on to that man, and the day he does not give you, then you get angry with him. But if a man helps you to stand, you have your own mind. That's how men are raised. When we hear him, something that I put on the phone. Can you say, the man will be in a room from the very well, there isn't going to be, and new business people.
Governor Moino disclosed that he has directed the Ministry of Trade and Investment to take stock of small businesses entrepreneurs in the state to enable government to assist them financially.
We should start to register businesses in this state. When we let the Executive Council be set up, the work is cut out for the Ministry of Trade already. We know all our businesses, we know how to support them, but I'll take tax from you. Because I cannot give you money to do business and you don't pay tax.
The governor, who officiated at the service, preached on the theme, activating the marvelous help of God, stated the need for people to work in order to make their daily bread. He said that the Bible discourages idleness but upholds the tenet of dignity of labor.
I'm begging you as a church. Paul commanded, he said, I give this as a command. Find something small to do. Struggle a bit. Try. Show the things you're doing. And I know how will reach you. That's the best I can say. We have 7.9 million people. I'm sure there are more.
The church choir rendered tunes to the glory of God, while the congregation appreciated God for preserving their lives to see the first Sunday in the month of July. Patience John, AKBC News.
The state government has taken steps to promote the socio-economic well-being of Akwa Ibom people in the area of creating job opportunities and ensuring the functionality of government investment. This is equal to the inspection of aqua palms in Esreket local government area, now known as Dakada Global Oil Palm Limited, and the Ibom power plants located in Ikorabasi. A Government House reporter Patience John says the tour witnessed discussions among stakeholders in the communities and the state at large.
At Esreket local government area where the Dakada Global Oil Palm Limited is situated, stakeholders including traditional rulers and youths of the 3 local government areas of Esreket, Mbu and Urefonruko that host the estate gave their nod for government to have free hand to develop the estate for the good of the people. They spoke through their representative, the chairman of Esreket local government area, Mr. Inyebon Robson, who welcomed the governor and his team, appreciated him for living up to his campaign promises, while Mr. Ofonbok Nelson of Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation, AKICO, the supervising board for the project, mentioned that the estate sits on 4.9 hectares of land, adding that the state government has secured 47,000 palm seedlings ready for cultivation.
Presidency is only but a man that is committed to making success where others fail. When it's a man who is sensitive to the yearnings of the people. It only takes a man who is hungry to create jobs, create employment, and innovate the progress of the people to do what he has done.
To the governor, the visit to the Dakada Global Oil Palm Plantation was to announce state government's interest and readiness to utilize the palm estate for commercial purposes and to create jobs for youths of the 6 communities in the 3 local government areas that host the projects. He sued for peace from the host communities to enable government intentions work, while promising to provide security, electricity, staff quarters, as well as construct the roads leading to the estate for ease of transportation.
What you have just done today is to sign up for employment for young people. That's what you have done. You are not going, it will bring people from outside because this is Akwa Ibom, and we can bring people from other places. But I can assure you that the majority of the people will come from these communities. When we want to employ, we will work with you, the youth leaders, with the steering committee elders, with the village heads to ask for people we want. We are going to appoint CLO in each of the local government. So straight away, 3 local government, 3 CLOs.
The governor made a stop over at a Tebiro at St. Junction, where he encouraged petty traders there with cash to continue with their businesses. He later inspected the Ibom power plant in Ikorobas local government area, informing the people of state government readiness to ensuring the essence of the project for the benefit of the people.
Because everyone have agreed to work together, the Ministry of Power, Board and Management of Ibom Power. Then we also have Savannah Energy that supplies gas, willing to assist in coming up with everyone working together. Let's have an audit report of what the issues are so we can tackle them and get the place back up.
Patience John, AKBC News.
The state governor, Preston Moino, has commiserated with the Chief Samingo Etuokman family of Afarakat in Eket over the death of 2 of their sons and a granddaughter who were involved in last week's auto crash while returning from a church event in Lagos. Accompanied by his deputy, Senator Akone Yaye, and other government officials, Governor Moino sympathized with other Akwa Ibom families who lost lives during the unfortunate incident. Again, Government House reporter Patience John tells us more.
Expressing sympathy to the bereaved family, Governor Moino urged them to be consoled by the fact that the victims died in active service to God. The governor said the state government is in collaboration with the hierarchy of Salvation Army Corps at the national and state levels concerning the tragedy and will do everything possible towards supporting the affected families.
We may not be able to go around everyone, even though we will identify all of the families. We will identify them and we will pay condolence to the church family. I've spoken to the territorial commander, I've spoken to Major Work, and we are monitoring events. We feel this pain because all of these people, first of all, are private, they are human beings. And again, one will tend to query God because they were coming back from church. But you know we can't query Him. So I'm asking the Holy Spirit to take over and be the comforter, paying this condolence, hoping that it will bring any soothing at this time. That as a state, we feel sad, but we pray that God will raise the souls of all those that have departed.
Responding on behalf of the family, Chief Salindo Itropan regretted the loss of their two sons, Christian Samuel Itropan, James Samuel Itropan, and his little granddaughter. He thanked the governor and his team for the visit, adding that the family has drawn strength and comfort.
And my friends, all our lives, opposing and crying. When I consume myself that I'm coming from the servants of God, they were most numbered on the room as our lives. They did not go for an occultist meeting for fight to enroll for them to be slaughtered as God. God says in every situation, He is not said in some. That's what I want to be. In every situation, we will give God thanks. One has seen a lot of things changing in the world because the Lord improvement is on the throne.
Has drawn strength and comfort. Patience Journal, AKBC News.
Clerics have been charged to believe in God no matter the task, pains, or sufferings they have to deal with, or there is a reward for every sacrifice in God's vineyard. The state governor, Pastor Moino, gave the charge at the opening of the 2023 edition of the International Pastors Conference, organized by Insight Christian Leadership School, UYO. The event, held at Insight Bible Church Auditorium, had the theme, New Beginnings. A Government House reporter with Wimo Kun tells us more.
Represented by his deputy, Senator Okuneyayi, Pastor Noel declaring open the 2023 International Pastors Conference, described the gathering as a convent of vessels of God. He said the theme of the conference, New Beginning, was apt as it signifies the return of power, commitment, discipline, and encouragement for all clergymen to stand firm in God. The first citizen of the state noted that the sound of a new was heard in Akwa Ibom State, quoting the scriptures from the book of Isaiah 43 verse 19, and solicited for continuous prayer and support from pastors with the church to move the work of God forward.
So because of the love He has for the work of the kingdom, He detailed that I should come to encourage the workers, the laborers in the vineyard of God. This contribution should, among other objectives, help reinforce our faith, boost our morale, and strengthen our resolve to stand firm on the rock despite what we face.
The host pastor, Dr. Silvano Sukafia, while welcoming Pastor Moino, described him as the first ordained pastor to lead the state.
Your Excellency, we want your light to shine so that the nations will run to the brightness of your rising.
In an exhortation, Pastor Timola spoke on the many ways to start a new beginning, drawing his analogy from Job and the prodigal son in the Bible.
New beginning is a point where you don't know what will happen, but you just set out with God in faith, and it happened just as He said.
The pastoral conference drew clergymen and participants from all walks of life and witnessed teachings and prayer for the state and nation. AKBC News.
Still to come, Brigade Uyo marks 160 years existence of Nigerian Army. University of Uyo holds productivity fitness work. We have details of this and more just after the break.
This is home, where we all belong. The place where life is beautiful. The peaceful ambience we enjoy when we live together in unity and love. It's only man, you know. We go stand together, we go make them better. We be brothers and sisters, no matter where we be. It's only man, you know. No matter where we be, we are one. Let's live together in peace and harmony.
Good to have you back. We bring you the rest of our stories. The need for students to shun bad company, cultism, and other acts of criminality and be serious with studies in order to achieve academic excellence has been stressed. The 2 brigade commander of the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General K. Chibu, was speaking at a one-day public speaking engagement for students of Community Secondary School, Akafort Uyo. The event, which held at the school assembly hall, was in commemoration of the Nigerian Army Day 2023. AKBC television crime reporter Etienne Ibara reports.
Brigadier General Chibu said indulging themselves in cultism and other vices will hinder them from meeting their goals, and advised students to be obedient to parents and teachers and be disciplined and patriotic. The commander told Brigade Nigerian Army said the Nigerian Army Day is an annual event held on July 6 in honor of members of the Nigerian Army, especially those who took part in the World War I and II, as well as those that lost their lives during the Nigerian Civil War and the current serving members of the Nigerian Army. Noting that the labor of our heroes past shall not be in vain, Brigadier General Chibu called on all to look beyond the Nigerian Civil War and embrace various mechanisms put in place by the federal government to remain an indivisible entity, irrespective of ethnics, cultural, and religious differences. He assured of the commitment and dedication of the Nigerian Army to defend the national unity and territorial integrity, and advised Nigerians to continue to embrace peace, dialogue, unity, and love. He said the choice of Akar Community Secondary School for the advocacy was to inform the students of various career opportunities available in the Nigerian Army in case they develop interest to join the armed forces in the future.
That is high time for us to look beyond the Nigerian Civil War and embrace all the mechanism put in place by the federal government of Nigeria to ensure that we remain one and indivisible nation called Nigeria. To also further the cause of nation building and to remind us we are all brothers and sisters.
The public speaking engagement featured advocacy on patriotism, integrity and honesty, avoidance of vices and criminality, cultism, drug and substance abuse, career opportunities in the Nigerian Army, criteria for selection and enlistment into the Nigerian Army, as well as civil-military relations. The principal of Community Secondary School, Akaford Uyo, Elder Eme Pakwa, appreciated the 2 brigade for choosing the school for awareness and for maintaining discipline, adding that the school was working hard to ensure that discipline is maintained.
The army is disciplined, and so in the education sector, we, the learners and the teachers, as much as possible, we also try to be disciplined and also maintain discipline.
The Nigerian Army is celebrating its 160 years of existence on the theme Sound Administration as a panacea for effective military operations. High point of the ceremony was a presentation of souvenirs to the principal by the commander of the 2 brigades of the Nigerian Army. Etienne Ibanga, AKBC News.
The member representing Ini State constituency in the State House of Assembly, Mr. Lawrence Udoide, has organized a thank you get-together for the people of Ini to express his appreciation for their massive support during the last general elections. The get-together, which attracted men, women, youth, and elders across the 11 wards of the area, held at the council headquarters, Odorikbe. Esther Umoren completes the reports.
Mr. Lawrence Udoide, who is also the chairman, House Services Committee in the State House of Assembly, said the stepping stone to fulfilling his mandate to give back to his people and the society at large is to thank them for their support in voting Pastor Moino and himself. He said he would collaborate with the Moino's administration to ensure that development is brought to the grassroots. His wife, Mrs. Esther Lawrence Udoide, thanks the people for the confidence reposed on her husband. In their goodwill messages, a one-time Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Glory Edet, the immediate past Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Alfiong Ofo, former member representing Ikano Federal Constituency, Professor Inudoka, as well as the immediate past House member in the State Constituency, Mr. Emmanuel Ekpenyo, spoke glowingly of Mr. Lawrence Udoide and pledged their support to enable him succeed. Packages, drinks, and live cows were presented to the 11 wards by Mr. Lawrence Udoide. Esther Morin, AKBC News.
In a bid to ensure that staff of the University of Uyo are fit for effective productivity, the Vice-Chancellor of the institution, Professor Yaudon Dayo, laid members of the university community on a productivity work tagged UNUYO Work for Life. The exercise took place on the university's main campus along Wanibai Road, Uyo. Margaret Bassi reports.
Activities done included aerobics, jogging, stretching, and flexible exercises. Professor Yaudon Dayo, who noted that the value of exercise cannot be overemphasized, described it as a physical activity aimed at improving health and fitness, regulating of body temperature, circulation of blood, and digestion of food. Professor Dayo, while thanking members of the university community for availing themselves for the exercise, said it will prepare their body and minds for effective productivity.
I know that you know the value of exercise. If you didn't know it, at least I've been able today that nothing compares to exercise, that even food cannot fully play the role expected for someone to have a healthy living. All the 10 members of the University of Uyo community for coming up to participate in this program.
The organizer of the event, Dr. Sam Eto, noted that when the body is fit, the mind is also fit to deliver effectively, hence the need for the monthly routine.
In no distance time, we are going to package another program like this.
Coach Henry Morrison, while addressing the participants, reiterated the importance of physical activities, which he said requires timing and periodic repetition of programs. He advised members of the university community to make fitness a lifestyle, adopt the empty stomach water therapy, and eat right.
Let us be conscious of our fitness. With all amount of consciousness, let us have that understanding that fitness is part of lifestyle. And let us make it as a duty to allocate certain time to do a workout.
Margaret Bassi, AKBC News.
The World Health Organization (WHO) on Monday released fresh guidance on shaping policies to best protect children from harmful impact of food marketing. World Health Organization's Director of Nutrition and Food Safety, Francisco Branca, in a statement said aggressive and pervasive marketing of foods and beverages high in fat, sugar, and salts for children was responsible for unhealthy dietary choices. He said governments should establish strong and comprehensive regulations to responsible marketing practices. The new WHO guidance recommends that countries implement comprehensive mandatory policies to protect children of all ages from the marketing of foods and non-alcoholic beverages that are high in saturated fatty acids, trans fatty acids, free sugars or salts, and food grouping known by its acronym HFSAs. More than a decade after member states endorsed WHO's recommendations on the marketing of foods and non-alcoholic beverages to children, young people continue to be exposed to powerful marketing of HFSA's foods and non-alcoholic beverages, consumption of which is associated with negative health effects, the agency said. And that's all we have for you tonight. But before we go, a quick look at the major stories. The state government has taken steps to promote the socio-economic well-being of Akwa Ibom people by creating job opportunities and ensuring the functionality of government investments. This is equal to the inspection of Akwa Palms in Esedekat local government area, now known as Dakada Global Oil Palm Limited, and the Bompara plant located in Ikorabasi. We also brought you a report that the state governor, Pastor Moino, has commiserated with the chief Samingo Etogokpan family of Afarikat in Eket over the death of two of his sons and a granddaughter who were involved in last week's auto crash while returning from a church event in Lagos. Accompanied by his deputy, Senator Akuneyaye, and other government officials, Governor-in-law sympathized with other Akwa Ibom families who also lost lives during the unfortunate incident. That's all we have for you tonight. We appreciate your company. Do have a pleasant night rest. I remain Juliet Richard.